Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and today is Invasion, Week 4, Day 1, and in the previous video earlier this morning, I did accidentally forget on the uploaded version to actually go over Invasion. I ended up, because normally whenever I do the recordings in the morning, I obviously do them all in one take, and of course sometimes it takes multiple takes, and sometimes I mention something in a previous take that I think that I did say within, the context of the actual final recording, but sometimes I do forget to mention it, and one of those things was Invasion. So with that being said, let's go over some Invasion teams, since I didn't mention a single thing of it earlier. Of course, this week is Divine, as you guys have probably found out by that word right there that says Divine. I did this a few battles, was messing around with stuff and all that, and from the failed recording, but there are several teams that we can go use. Of course, the main one I will be starting off with is the Statue of Saint Veritas, the new weapon called Divine Protector, using the Divine Hero class so that we get half mana start off of Divine Ishbala, Infernus for the high damage and all that, and Divine Ishbala. So now let's go into some cheaper teams, because obviously that is quite expensive, so we'll keep downgrading it and just kind of showing it from there. Also, one thing to note about a Statue of Saint Veritas, since I didn't go over it earlier, when he says I am damaged, he'll do the barrier to all enemies. Damaged in that context counts as only HP. If he's missing armor but not HP, he will not do his barrier. Only if he's actually missing HP will he cause a barrier to all allies. So do keep that in mind. But anyways, let's go into the downgrade. So first downgrade that we get to go do, of course, get rid of Infernus. So to do this, we'll go and replace that out with the Pengalong. Then if we didn't have that, we can go and replace out the Divine Ishbala with a Diviner. And we could try downgrading a little bit further than this, though I don't think we could go... I don't think you could realistically do good going any further than this. Maybe go into some kind of Mang team, where we basically go Statue of Veritas, Mang, Divine, or Pengalong, or even just one other support for it. And then the only thing you could really do if you're going to get rid of both Saint Veritas and the weapon would be to basically just go all in Paladins and just hope you get away with it with Devoted plus the double... or actually probably even triple Paladin, since you might not have anything else. This is all rares here, so 4 rares down the line, and you'd probably just change that into a double yellow banner and go from there. But yes, I would not really advise this. The cheapest you should really get away with is probably the new weapon, the new raid thing, and just pair it with 2 other things that you might have, just Divine or Pengalong. Pengalong you get for free from the Shentan Kingdom, completing that out. But anyways, let's go into the team that we will be using, which is the thing that we just had set up initially. So this, the new weapon, which I already forgot what it's called. I know what color it is though, so we'll go grab it real quick. Apply filter. Oops, I forgot to click all. Fail. So how have you guys' day been so far? Wait, never mind. It's not this color. Okay, I super failed then. Wait, it didn't use that color. It used blue. It was green, blue. I did the same thing earlier. Did the wrong color when I placed it in there. Anyways, let's go get Divine Ishbala and of course the Infernus, and I can't even spell Divine. Good job. Also, this is even what this is under weapons. So let's go under that, get that in there, and get the Infernus back in there, and we should be good to go. And banner's already correct. And yeah, let's get into this. Obviously haven't gotten that far with it, but let's go tier through all the easier battles and see what we could do. Also, hello, Churros, hello, Bunny Killer, hello, Danny, hello, William, hello, Captain, hello, Sean, hello, Josh, hello, Amanda, hello, Paul, hello, Pedro, and hello, D. Welcome all. What is a good team to make with Famine? Basically use Gorgolfa. Well, it depends which way you want to do it, I guess. But Gorgolfa, damage source, mana generator, damage source is with the Famine in the last slot is normally what I do. If I'm doing it on Brown Guild War Day, I would normally do a Gorgolfa, Corvash, a mana generator, and Famine, and do it down that way. As far as for Yellow Guild War Day, again, Gorgolfa, second slot can vary. You could normally just go away with Famine with it, so do Gorgolfa, Famine, some kind of support troop, and then another damage, just to make sure you have something to hold down the line, or at least a summoner, if not nothing else. And if you're using it for a normal PvP team, pretty much anything that has decent mana generation, as long as you just plop a Famine in it, you just keep draining with it. It's something that you build into teams. It's not something you build a team around, is what you normally use a Famine for. Because he's not going to really win you the battle quickly. He's just going to win you the battle. He's just something you put into your team when you just need it as a utility. But yeah, I wouldn't bother building an entire team around Famine. Famine spam is not really that worth it. He's more of a support troop than anything, even though he does get decent damage if they have a lot of mana. But his whole purpose is to drain out the enemy, and that's about it. Also, was Famine actually available this week? He's questionable on if he is worth crafting. I didn't really make much mention of him because he did get nerfed, of course, several times now. And luckily he won't really be nerfed anymore at the current state that he's in. But, I don't know. I don't really feel like it's worth going out of your way to get a Famine. In the past, it was. It's still a good troop, don't get me wrong, but it's just not... I wouldn't bother going out of my way to put the resources towards him. If you happen to just, like, randomly get him, then that's nice. Or if you eventually start getting, like, a lot of mythics and you just want to eventually go craft them, that's also good. But he would be nowhere near one of your first priorities to craft, that is for sure. He'd probably be around 5th or 6th as far as the priority list of what to craft. Or maybe a little bit higher, maybe 4th actually. But yeah, there's plenty of other better options. Like Infernus, like Elamagrim, like what was that other one? I already forgot what it's called. Fail. It's like all the good mythics, none of them. No, just kidding. Anyways, let's go and, wait, you don't have any board control, do you? No, unfortunate. And I don't have any towers to kill yet, so we'll just throw this down. This creates a lot of mana. They did buff these weapons during the most recent patch by a higher boost ratio, as well as slightly higher damage, but the boost ratio itself also gives more damage too. So it is actually not that bad. If you're wondering, like, why on earth am I using all these with this instead of, like, Mang or something? For Invasion, it is actually worth using these. For Raids, not so much, because Mang is just so much better than everything. But for Invasion, it's not as important to use a Mang, because, of course, there's no really huge target on the enemy team. Once you reach towers, they're all a big target. There's not any single one that's better than the other ones, like in Raids, where the final slot is always the best thing on the opposing team. Oh, also, by the way, as you can probably tell from the title, we did find slightly more pets. I believe if I would have gotten every... Oh, wait, never mind. I didn't put it in the title. Good job, me. I thought I did. Well, let me update that. 25 out of 36, I believe it was, pets. And, yeah, we have 25 out of 36. We're almost there. We only need 11 more. If I would have gotten every single unique that my guild has gotten so far, I believe we'd be out of 28 out of 36 pets. But of course, I don't play 24/7, nor watch my computer 24/7, nor does anyone really have the capability of doing that. But if we did, we would be at 3 more pets than what we have now, as far as uniques. We're getting there. We're only 11 away. Might end up being 10 away by the end of the stream, hopefully. That'd be nice. But we'll see how it goes. Anyways, we'll go and... Oh, there's one bad thing about this that I kind of overlooked. What happens if we miss? If I miss with this... Well, actually, we have enough damage to kill him at the moment, so that actually doesn't matter yet. But if we miss with that, we give Valraven full mana and instantly allow it to leave. Oh, wait, never mind. That won't be an issue in Invasion. I forgot. There's one reason why that won't be an issue. Or initially it will be an issue, but it will stop being an issue soon. Because once you reach 4 towers, you can never replace a tower with a Valraven. It just never happens. You just automatically get it. They really do need to add some kind of indication to the battle, though, like what battles you are getting the Valraven, because there's no representation of it whatsoever. But, yeah, you never actually find a Valraven, which is kind of odd, because they can't replace towers, but you still get the sigils as if it's there. Anyways, let's keep going. Also, hello, Dark Magician. But yeah, my day went pretty well so far. My dad actually ended up coming down a little bit. He's going to Florida right now just to look at houses and just look around. He's crazy. He's driving all the way down to Florida from New Jersey, which I believe is a, oh gosh, 15-hour ride? I want to say 15-hour. Might be even longer than that. Might be like 20 hours or something. But he's going all the way down there, all the way back, just to look around. That's it. Yeah, he's crazy. But he's planning on moving there, I believe, soon from New Jersey, because taxes are starting to get too high for him. So, yeah, he's looking to move down there. Don't know if he will be, but that's why he's heading down there. Yeah, we ended up heading out to eat a bit. It's quite a bit of fun. Got to catch up with him. What class am I using? Oh, I believe I mentioned this earlier, but Priest class, because it's Divine, and it gives half mana off of Divine or Spala. The traits itself aren't really that useful other than the +1 yellow, but it does heal all allies 2 per turn. This isn't horrible in Invasions this week. Definitely not the best trait out there, But assuming you're up against those really annoying true damage split ones, is this it? No. But there's one of those towers that deals, I forget which color it is, but it deals true damage split amongst all enemies. This is a really, really good hero class to use against that, because you're healing 8 total per turn against the enemy, 2 per troop. So that can definitely stack up over time. And just a few turns go by and you just basically heal back all of the damage you took, which is kind of cool. Is Salty giving codes tonight? Yeah, she should be. She didn't give me codes though, but we could just go write her codes, I guess. But yeah, unfortunately she still didn't give me any. Luckily she's streaming tonight, so I could just ask her then. Or after her stream or something like that. But yes, at this current moment in time, she has not actually given me more codes. So tonight, I won't personally have any, but Salty will when she gets back on. And hopefully she'll be giving me more tonight after I remind her again. I've already sent her like 2 messages and everything, but she still forgot. Whoa, 3 Doom Skulls! I've never seen anyone take 3 simultaneously before. Oh, get ready on Friday though! We're going to be seeing like 3 different batches of 5 simultaneously when Friday comes out. Enjoy the current state of the game while you can, because starting Friday, it is run Doom Skulls or run nothing. Pretty much. Maybe that's a little bit of an over-exaggeration, but at least initially, everyone, at least in late game, is going to be running Doom Skulls, because it should be pretty potent. Easiest way to kind of counter that if you want on your defend is just troll people with really, really high defend, you know, high skull resist defense. It doesn't really help entirely against Doom Skulls, but would still be useful compared to not having any skull mitigation. Anyways, I need to kill this Valraven, so let's go get Infernus up, just trying to figure out how to do it. I guess we take the purple. So go grab that, get our Infernus. Hopefully that's enough to clip it, and it is. We double half it, which is indeed enough damage because he has such high value. I guess we kill out the tower. You know what? I don't even need to kill out the tower. We'll just go Infernus him again, and if it hits correctly, we actually win right there. Okay, it doesn't hit correctly, but we'll go and just poke him, and that's that. Oops, come on, hit. Oops, wait, we were able to click on the card. That's weird. Okay, anyways, on to the next one. Also, hello Adam, hello Matt, welcome, welcome. And hello 02. But if anyone still has any other questions about teams, need help building teams, or just anything with anything, let me know and we'll make sure to go over it. Okay, what do we need to move around? We'll take the blue over. And hopefully someone in my guild will find a pet gnome. I haven't found a pet gnome since the 2 we found on Saturday. So we're about 2 days dry without a pet gnome. Though, today I didn't really grind at all. I didn't really have the time to. But yesterday we did, and didn't really get any, unfortunately. I found a lot of pets yesterday, just as you can tell. We have 4 more than what we had before. But, didn't actually reach the whole, didn't really find any myself, I mean. Didn't find any of the actual pet gnomes. Luckily, the guild is carrying us. We'll go and throw down the ability right there. And what else do we need? We'll go move that. Get the Infernus in there. You have Pet Gnome Battle waiting for the timer? Oh, nice. Very nice. Yeah, what's the current timer then? Let's see. We're at 8 minutes on the little guy. Oh, also, I finally got this, by the way. We just got this before the stream. I didn't even put it on my thing yet, on my character. I'm replacing out my first pet ever. We will remember you, Skipper. I'm actually going to name him something else, just so we always remember that he was our first pet. Let's see. Oops, I just unequipped him. I meant to go to upgrade. Skipper, first pet. Hey, it fits. There we go. There we go. And sorry, Skipper, you're being replaced by the Moa. And eventually with the Sunbird one. Or the dragon, if we could ever get it. My guild actually has had the dragon before. I wasn't on when we got it, though, unfortunately. But we'll go and equip the Moa. And there we go. We got a cute little rooster-looking thing on her. Also, I named it Chocoba from the thing from... it doesn't look exactly like it. It looks more like a rooster than a Chocoba thingy. But it's that thing from... I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly, too. It's that thing from Final Fantasy. Okay, let's go claim that. Claim that. And also, I didn't claim this one from earlier. A lot earlier, 126 Mastery. I think we're at like 150 or something now, or 140, 145. But wanted to save this orb for the stream in hopes that we get something really good, like a blue. Hey, that's exactly what we needed. A perfect drop. Nice. And I'm saving this for... Oh, wait, I just realized something. I can't hold this for more than 1 day, can I? I should probably claim it. I want to wait till I have 1.5k seals, because then we get basically an extra gem key each day. Yeah, I should probably start rushing that up. I guess every single Tuesday, by the end of Tuesday, I should make sure I have it. How far are we right now? Probably not even close. I think we're at like 300, if that. Mainly because I haven't been actually focusing it down. It's pretty easy to focus down, though. You just have to spam battles. Where is it? Have to go under guild, have to go under seals, claim all. Yeah, we're only at 285. By the end of tomorrow, pretty much every Tuesday, I think I want to try hitting 1,500 now. So that we could basically get, if we do so, we'll essentially get about 6 free gem keys per week with the new system that they have. So that will be worth it over time. It might not seem like we're really getting anything because I never opened these. But still, it basically comes down to 6 free gem keys just for making sure we get those seals down a little bit earlier. Technically, it'd be 7 if we got it down on Monday, but I highly doubt most Mondays I'd be able to get it done unless I had like a very free Monday where I wasn't doing anything at all. But anyways, where were we? Yes, raids. I mean, invasion. Too many game mode names. I always call raids invasion. I pretty much just call every single game mode either Guild Wars or raids, even if it's not that game mode. Even Bounty Hunter probably just Friday. Oh, by the way, Bounty Hunter just Friday. But even Bounty Hunter just Friday, I'll probably end up calling everything except Bounty Hunter. But yeah, the new troop coming in from Bounty Hunter isn't actually going to be that useful in Bounty Hunter unless it's like a lot of undead this week or something. I believe it, actually I can go tell you exactly what it does. The troop coming in this Friday cleanses all allies, dispels and stuns all daemons and undead troops. So basically just going to remove any positive status effects from those two, and those two types basically never even do positive status effects on themselves, so that's useless, and it stuns all of them. And that's not really going to get you that far either, because stun isn't really that particularly good, and then it gains an automatic extra turn. So basically, it's going to be useless. It's just going to be plopped into your team to simply feed you the extra points. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be running that in first slot, followed by a parrot, followed by a feral hound, and ending it with a Yalmeo. I'll just call him Mayo, I guess. The one I could never pronounce, that green red from Shentang. That one legend that is amazingly good, and is basically best in slot for the game mode now, ever since they added Feral Hound. It is just insanely good. Feral Hound does exactly what you need to make Yagwe work. Yeah, we'll go throw that in there. Also, what's nice about it, too, is Yagwe's only a legendary, but it's at least a little bit more accessible. If it was something like, let's say, put an Infernus there, that would be a little bit harder, obviously, which is what we initially were doing. But, no, it's pretty cheap with Yagwe. You only need one to really make it work, and he is a legend. Of course, getting that one legend can be the difficult part, but you'd eventually get him. And he's definitely something to keep an eye out for if you are still don't have him around, maybe in the Soul Forge and stuff like that. And similar to how I made a pretty big mention about it, like when Tesla came out today, again, I'll probably make a pretty big mention about when Yagwe comes into the Soul Forge, because that is relatively relevant for people that don't currently have any Bounty Hunter teams. I know quite a few people actually don't even bother with Bounty Hunter because it's kind of a pretty optional thing, since there's no way that you can even track it through your guild. But it is definitely worth playing. At least your free battles, if nothing else. Even if you're not going to spend any gems on it, I think you still get some decent rewards just from using your automatic few battles that you have. Did you make any low-level teams for Invasion? Basically just downgrades of what we're currently using. Went over at the beginning of the stream, but basically first downgrade would be replace Infernus with Penglong and move it like that. So Stone of Saint Veritas. Your hero using a priest class or a 50% mana class, using Divine Protector, and then you throw Divine Ishbala if you have, followed by a Penglong. Penglong you get for free from completing out the Shentang Kingdom. And from there, if you needed another downgrade, you'd replace Divine Ishbala with Diviner, and keep this as a Penglong as the replacement. And you can't really get much cheaper than that. The next cheapest would be build something completely around Mang, and just keep spamming Mang and, you know, this general Mang strategy. And that'd basically be your strategy if you don't have this guy or just don't have anything else to really use that is Legend Plus. And you could go even cheaper than that and go Devoted Paladins, like Devoted 3 Paladins. I would definitely not really advise that, but if you're only doing the free battles and you're spending 0 gems on it, that might be what you want to use if you don't have any Legends or Mythics. But yeah, it's pretty much all the downgrades that you would end up doing for this team. But yeah, definitely either utilize completely around Mang, completely around Divine Ishbala, or completely around the new raid troop if you end up buying him. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than that, there isn't really too much, mainly because there's not that many good low rarity, what are they called, divines. There's a lot of divines that are good, it's just most of them are higher rarity, unfortunately. And almost every damage source divine is a higher rarity as well. So things to look out for if you are going to build a low rarity team are things like Diviner, because it's really good in just every way. It has 3 different effects, plus it has a convert spell, which are always good. Plus it has immune to drain, though I don't think that's actually relevant this week, but sometimes that's relevant, as well as a few other immunities, as well as it's just overall really, really good at generating yellow, as pretty much anything would be that generates yellow like that. Other than that, slightly expensive, but there is Mercy to give you a lot of yellow as well. The cheaper version of that would be Monkey Disciple, which is pretty much like the new weapon. It creates red and yellow, so you can just use this if you don't want to buy the weapon. Pretty much just the same thing except without damage. Pengalong is basically the best free best free divine damage source. It's obtained, as I mentioned, from completing our Shentang questline. It's the highest damage that you can really do from anything epic or below that you get with very easily. You get this in like an hour or less, probably half an hour, probably even less than that, just from doing out that kingdom, so that would end up working. But other than that, not really too many other low rarity things that end up working. Devoted is an okay mana generator, not the greatest, but if you have nothing else. Valkyrie, good, but there aren't too many blues underneath divines that work with it. War Cleric, I would not advise using, mainly because it would do nothing against the towers, and that's going to be your biggest threat, is the towers. This is invasion. And other than that, unfortunately, this guy doesn't do triple damage to towers. He is triple damage to boss, so that actually has no effect on the towers, so that would be useless as well. So yeah, that doesn't really leave us with much if you're going low rarity. If you have higher rarity stuff, of course, you have plenty of options. You have Divine Ishbala, Uryali, Guard Avatar, Infernus, Ketris, Fair Shra. Actually, we could technically go 4 Fair Shra. Someone was joking about that earlier. Maybe I'll go do it. Yeah, we might bring out 4 Fair Shras, might as well. And Undyne, I guess, technically. But, oh, and Yasmin. So about 7 damage sources, but the problem is all of them other than Pengalong is Legend Plus. Anyways, let's get into the rest of them. I think we will actually go throw 4 Fair Shras on one of these. Maybe once we reach double tower, sure. Just for the fun of it, might as well. I'm obviously not going to keep doing that because it's going to be extremely clunky and really bad against towers too, since they keep barriering. But just for fun, if we can use 4 times Fair Shra, might as well give it a shot. We have them, we might as well use them. Can you think of a Divine team to build around Ketris? 4 times Divine for Ketris for this game mode? It would probably be something based around this weapon. So, let's see. Well, you would have... I almost feel like you'd have to get rid of Divine Ishbala if you did that. The main reason is she denies out all your red. And you kind of want to have red on your team if you're doing that. I feel like it'd pretty much be this exact same team. Except you were to replace Divine Ishbala with Ketris. I believe that would be the only difference. Because you want to try keeping this guy. Because aside from his barrier that he does when you're in sticky situations, he's of course the raid troop, so he does decent damage to them. I mean, the invasion troop, I mean. So he does triple to them, or however high you have it ascended. And he has stone skin, so he's not even going to really be taking that much damage. He's really sturdy. And once you start getting to the higher levels, he's going to be able to tank like 3 or 4 hits for you, which is really nice. So definitely, if you have that fully traded, keep it around. Really nice. Of course, more often than not, you'd want to be keeping your hero class, just because they did buff up these weapons, and they actually are not horrible to use now. Of course, you could also just use a Mang, but if you're using Ketris, definitely don't use a Mang. But yeah, this is not too bad. You will generally get extra turns when you're using Pure Team, and this, of course, is a Pure Team. Also creates a lot of red and yellow, which is really convenient, as you'll be needing it, particularly when using a Ketris, since you boost off of every red you take, and you get the extra yellow there. You would still need to retain the Infernus if you're running the Ketris, if you have it, mainly because it gives the Firestorm, which will help a lot. Ketris does buff with every red you take, and he'll create a lot more reds. And then, of course, you replace the Divine Ishbala with the Ketris, because she has to transform reds to skulls, and this will actually be a bad thing if you're using a Ketris, because it'll keep denying out the red that you need for his buffs to get his stats up. And if you don't have an Infernus, I guess you could run a... Oh, no, never mind. Wait, you would need something that would run yellow, because you wouldn't have yellow if you get rid of Infernus at that point. because you're getting rid of your other yellow too. So basically the best yellow that you'll have that would fit there is what you would end up putting in its place if you don't have it, in the case of a Ketris team. But I don't know if I'll be bothering with Ketris. Biggest liability with that is, and the reason why I don't normally do it on static battles, like let's say things like Guild Wars and Raids, Invasion, stuff like that, where you have a limited amount of battles. I use it in the PvP a decent amount here and there, but I don't really run it in these kind of limited modes where you only have an X amount of battles. The main reason for this is he's really bad at making comebacks. This is mainly because he loses his stats every single time he takes damage. So the lower he gets down, the harder it is to make a comeback, whereas there are plenty of troops within this game where even if they're down to 1 HP, they're still fully effective as in what they actually do within the battle. But things like Ketris, things like Paladin, things like Guard's Avatar, these kind of troops get weaker as they get hit, and this is a really big liability if you're trying to make a comeback, because you eventually reach a point where you've taken so much damage where it is near impossible to really make the comeback. Whereas if you were using something more like, let's say, an Infernus, where you could drop him to like 2 HP, and he'll still be just as effective at making that comeback as if he was full right now. So, yeah, that's my main thing against it. Ooh, a repeat, but a good repeat. This is for Red Guild War Day, which will give us more attack. I believe I only have 1 copy of it right now. I actually don't mind getting a repeat of that. Okay, 2 copies. Because getting that a next upgrade, I believe we actually need it to Epic. Let me see. How big is the attack buff for 4 times red? I believe it's only 2, if I'm not mistaken. Well, we're almost 4 times red there. Boom. Oops, I forgot we need them unique. Let's see. What's the bonus for that again? It's 2. So, yeah, we would have to get her to 2.5 times, which means we'd have to get her to... Oh, never mind. Duh. We'd only need to get her 1 more ascension. Okay, that's good. So if we do ascend her 1 more time... Oh, did I forget to name her earlier? I should name her Firefox or something. Ha! But yes, if we do get her to epic rarity, 1 higher rarity, that will give us 1 whole additional attack during Red Guild War days. Right now, she's giving us 2 additional attack for a total of 4, obviously. But, yeah, it's not too bad. Let's go get more copies of her. Oh, I didn't name her earlier. Well, you know what I'm naming her. Firefox! There we go. There we go. Let's see. We have Oreo. Haha. I finally got to name Oreo. I'm pretty sure that's not how you actually pronounce that, but he's Oreo. He's forever Oreo. The My Little Pony, Firefox. Hey, listen! The Crypt Keeper, Fireback Ribs, Navi, Manhattan, named after my cat, Sunbird's HP buff, because that's literally what it is. Also, we got it to Epic, which is really nice. That's, I believe, 5 HP, I want to say, to our Sunbird, when we have 3 on a team, or something like that. 3 extra. The Sting, Mini OP, because it's Mini Infernus, Sea Serpent, because that's what it's called in Puzzle Quest, Golden Gold Coin, couldn't think of anything creative for him. He's just our gold farmer. It's also the only thing we've ever spent gems on as far as pets, pretty much. The Chocobo, based on the thing, or I'm pretty sure I pronounced that wrong too, but the thing from Final Fantasy, Magic Puff Tip, because Magic Puff Mushroom, or I mean Magic Puff Ball doesn't fit for the Mini Mushroom. Fetch Face, because he's a canine that has bones as his face. Get it? Pretty Boy, Fluffy Birdie, Skippy, or Skipper, I mean. Also first pet. Canine, Friendship Bots, The Rock, Snowball, such a generic name for that. Little Horn, that's also not really much of a variant from that. And Groot. And whatever the other 15, not 15, how many more do we need again? 11. And whatever the other 11 will end up being. Anyways. Let's go into the pet thing before I forget and go claim our little pet. Hopefully we'll get a lot of copies of it. I guess let's go with Divines, might as well. But hey, we go from using 4 times Divine to gasp, using 4 times Divine again. But yeah, Divines are really good right now. We could legitimately just use this in Invasion if we really wanted to. Obviously I wouldn't, just because it wouldn't scale too well into the later battles. But for the earlier battles, we could just be using this if we really wanted to. But obviously I won't be, just because, well, I guess we could. But, I don't know, I feel like we'd be better off using the Invasion troop. Especially once we start reaching 3 and 4. I guess for the earlier ones, I technically could switch. Okay, let's see what takes we have. We'll go take the yellow there, grab that down. Let's see, Statue of Saint Veritas, Divine Protector, and Furnace, Divine Ishbala works very well. The only thing it could use is a summon. Yeah, it doesn't have any summon. Generally for invasion, I don't bother with summon. Invasion's quite a bit easier than raids. Raids is a lot more important to have a summon, because even 2 summons if you can somehow fit it. Mainly because he will keep instantly killing every single time he casts. Whereas towers are pretty easy to not die against for the most part. Mainly because they have no real kill option. Or at least instant kill option. They just have general ones where you could easily go use HP buffs or armor buffs to keep yourself alive. So, or just constantly barrier spamming. Whereas with Rage, you can't barrier spam, you can't HP buff, you can't armor buff, because he's still one-shot you regardless of what your stats are. So that's why you generally need summons in Rage, though it's not as important in Invasion. But yeah, it's still nice to have, especially if you find yourself losing quite a bit. Just summon spam, use a bunch of meat shields, and just have at least 1 or 2 really heavy damage sources that you can keep alive. And just win off of those. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of red here. Probably a bad idea, but it gives us the final... Actually, wait, he's that low? I didn't even realize he was that low. This is the very first battle. Or the second battle, actually. Keep forgetting. I keep playing every single battle as if it's like a real team, because I always just look at the board. I don't really play to what they're using most of the time. Unless it's something like really huge that we need to counter, like a Scion or something. But more often than not, I play almost the same way, regardless of what team we're up against. Very rarely would we have to really adjust much. Alright, we'll go take that. And some things you just kind of can't get away with countering. Like if a unfrozen goblin team just feels like winning, it can win any second it wants to. Alright, we'll go take that over. Throw down a... We don't have a good convert here, do we? I guess we'll take a skull, throw that down. See what else we have going on. No, not really. We'll get rid of brown there. Get the next convert, throw that in there. Good to go. Use divine meta team until 3 towers. Very quick. Okay, I guess we'll go throw it down. Yeah, I probably would tear through the initial ones really easily. And might be a bit quicker than what we're using now. Definitely wouldn't want to use it for everything though. Alright, we're gonna move that over. Throw to convert. Wait, why did I do that? I could have just taken the skull then. Well, I guess he has 50% reduction. So let's not keep skulling him as I get even more skulls, but it's just because I'm trying to get everything from the board before we cast, just so we have a better chance of extra turning. That's also one of the reasons why I always keep casting this. If you wonder why I keep spamming even if I have full mana, like if I use a Mercy when I already have these 2 at full mana, that might seem a little bit weird. But the reason I'm doing that is I'm trying to condense the board so that when we throw in Furnace, there's a higher chance that he will extra turn. While it doesn't have that big of an impact on it, it definitely helps. Especially if you can have a lot of reds on the board that you haven't taken yet. Okay, we'll go and speak about a lot of reds we haven't taken. We'll go grab those, and 1 more of those will do it. And that'll be it, unless he revives, and he doesn't. Good. You used it for everything? Well, I guess you technically could get away with using it for everything. You would eventually reach a damage output where it wouldn't be able to do that, though, but yeah, for the most part, you could. The only real big issue with this is Val Ravens, I would think. Because Val Ravens use yellow, and you're basically just spamming the entire board with all the yellow it will ever need. So it would be very easy for a Val Raven to get away if you were to do this. But then again, I guess that's the case with almost every Divine team. Because even the one that we're using creates a decent amount of yellow that could easily backfire against a Val Raven. But then again, I guess Val Ravens are only an issue earlier on too. Once you reach 4 towers, you don't see them anymore. I keep forgetting that. It seems so weird, but yeah, this is the only game mode where they exist, but don't actually exist. Because once you reach 4 towers, you never see them again. Since they can never actually replace a tower. Okay, and then we'll just go and Furnace it, and down it goes. Catchers deals with Ravens? Yes, Catchers is really high damage output for it. You could probably one-shot it in most situations, if not two-shot it. Okay, no Mercy, nothing in that regard. We'll go take the Skull right there, just for a free thing. Get a Mercy down off of that. Throw Divine if we have... Yes, right over there. So grab that, double check the board, move that over. Too bad this team doesn't have anything that really utilizes extra turn that hard. The only thing we get is burn if they're not already burned, and slightly more magic on this, which is only useful if it actually triggers its 1 in 3 chance to do magic. If it doesn't, that's completely irrelevant. And we're pretty much just damaging our troop for nothing. Do we have alignment on that? Yes, we do. I almost didn't do it. He's the one that made too big a difference, but still. Now we get the kill, as long as he doesn't revive. Of course he revives. He's just one shot away. And he doesn't come back with traits, so he has a 0% chance to revive after that. Really weird how that is. It's mainly because the AI in almost every game mode owns no troops. I don't know why they still have it like this, but because it is like this, whenever they revive, it has no traits, no leveling, no ascension, no nothing, which is really odd. Even if the one that you were just battling against was mythic like it is now, it comes in as a base rarity with no traits and no levels, essentially. It's really odd. That's why he came in with like 6 HP or whatever it was. Okay, do we drop this? Sure, why not? I don't think we have Diviner, so it'll give us something to do our next turn. Build Skull us. Ow! I forgot, this is the later battles. They do hit hard with skulls. Gotta watch out for that. So we'll go take that. Aligned, perfect. Grab that. Get another one that falls right into place. And I guess we just move this down, throw in Furnace, go from there. Should be good. Oh, I forgot to take a skull. Ah, and then he gets another meat shield. Coming in at level 1 with no traits, base rarity. But this was what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, it comes in with nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't know why they still have it like that. It must be a coding issue or something with them being able to fix it. But they have had it fixed in the past. It's only something as of like the last, I believe, 6 months or so where it has really become an issue. Anyways, let's go grab all these, see what we get from the baskets. And 0 copies, but we did get a lot of red pet food, if nothing else. That's nice, at least. Yeah, I've been getting really unlucky with baskets, as you guys know. I feel like all my luck goes to the other account. I think I've only gotten about a total of 7 pets off of baskets, which may seem like a lot, but if you consider how many baskets we've opened, it is a ridiculously small amount. We'll go and throw the Infernus down. And get that as well. Double check the rest of this board. And I guess we'll take a yellow surge. Oh, hello, skull that I didn't take. And that doesn't give us a mercy. Oh, yes, it does. Alignment. We'll just throw that right there. Throw that over. Oh, I could have thrown Divine into that. A little late for that. We'll go throw that down. Also, thank you, Dennis, for subscribe. Much appreciated. How much damage does War Cleric deal to undead Daemon troops? It's based on your magic. I believe it's your magic plus 7, but she gains a lot of magic. It's the same based on whatever her number says there. Or not the same, but you know. It's not a static amount as I thought it was earlier based on how they had the card. But it is 7 plus whatever her magic is, if I'm not mistaken. Is her damage output of her ability. So it depends how much magic you have on her. But still, it's relatively high compared to other troops. And as an early game player, you could use it to deal with those kind of troops very easily. Though unless your entire enemy team is Daemon slash either Daemon or Undeads, there's pretty much no point in throwing her. Unless in the entirety of the battle you're up against is Daemon Undead. Which does happen sometimes. A lot of pet battles end up having that. Invasion on occasion, as well as raids on occasion. Though do keep in mind in raids it would never actually hit the boss. And in Invasion, of course, it would never hit the towers. But the other thing that I showed it for earlier, too, you can run it for challenges and just run it in, like, second challenge Kedar, which only has about 20 durability. And if your thing does at least 20 damage full AoE, it'll end up doing the damage to everything. Wait, reread the question. How much damage does War Cleric deal to undead Daemon troop? Like Bone Dragon or Death? Oh, I believe it only hits it once. I don't believe it double taps, though I actually haven't double checked that. I can go double check it right now. Let me go and, yeah, let's go see. Let me go move my defend team into something like that. So we'll go and, where's my defend team? We'll move that to there. And let's see, what do I need here? So we need a Bone Dragon. And sure, let's put 4 Bone Dragons. Actually, let me put one thing that's not a Bone Dragon so we have a comparison. What's a undead that's not a Daemon? How about Crimson Bat? That's just an undead. Well, a monster undead, but there we go. Okay, so we'll go set that. Hopefully it doesn't kill me with Bone Dragons. Anyways, let's go set up a Cleric team. Do I still have one set up down here? I have the Tradestone farming one. I'll get rid of that. Oops, because I don't need a Tradestone farm at all on this account. We have way more than we'll ever need. Anyways, we need the Cleric, so let's just get a quick Cleric. Oh, I could have just kind of used what I already had there, I guess. Let's just get Cleric and Alchemist double Firebomb. Did I already have this set up somewhere? But we'll just go with this. Quick enough Probably go with an Elspeth variant to make it go slightly quicker, but yeah, it's good enough. We'll go into a Talon banner, and we're good to go. Okay. Wait, why Talon? Oops, why did I just do that? I meant, wait, what was the banner I used earlier? Hold up, that's not the correct banner. That's also not the correct battle. Go to casual, go to, where's my defend? Wait, what? It changed my thing. That's not what I want. I want you to be that. And now I want to test my defense, not that, that. And now test defend team. And now we go down to this. And let me change that banner. You know what, I'm just gonna move it to double yellow. I'm not gonna bother trying to find that other banner right now. We're only testing it for like a few seconds. Okay, so let's see what it does. Wait, is this not Undaemon as well? Oh, never mind. That's Dragon Undead. My bad. We need a, oh, what was that one guy called? Bone something. Oh, yeah, the Bone Daemon. I go get that in there. There we go. Okay. Now we can test it. My bad. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that was a Daemon. Okay, defend, test, defend team, and let's see what it does. I do not believe it'll double hit, but we'll find out. So for the firebomb. But yeah, my bet is on not double hit, but I actually haven't bothered testing this yet, so we'll find out. So, will it do 31 or 62? Oh, it does. Okay. It does double hit if they are both a wow. Be careful if they ever add undead daemons to the game. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Though realistically, there would be 0 instances of anyone ever running a full undead daemon team. But, yeah, it does double tap it. Interesting. Very interesting. So, yeah, if they ever add more double effects like that, could you imagine if they ever hit, like, dragon centaurs or something like that? That would be really annoying. Or dragon mystics. They could basically counter out any overpowered troop in the game by doing something like that troop. That'd be interesting. Like, imagine if they added a divine elemental one that hits all divine elementals. It hits all divines and hits all elementals. That would really hurt this team. We have divine elf, divine elemental, and divine human. Well, actually, there's quite a bit of a variant between those, but still, it would hit the Infernus pretty hard. But yeah, I wonder if they're gonna keep adding troops like that. That could have potential if they actually target like the really good typings. Currently, they've only been countering like the really under powerful ones. Like undead are useless pretty much. Daemons, there are some instances where they're useful, though they keep adding so many hard daemon counters that it's barely a thing. Because now we have, how many do we have? We have Guard's Avatar, which silences all daemons and burns all undead. We have the War Cleric, which hits all undeads and all daemons, and even double hits it if they're both, which I think is only like, what, 1 or 2 troops in the entire game, but still. And what was the other one? There's one other really hard. Oh, Desdemona. Even though she is a daemon herself, she's also a hard counter, particularly to yellow daemons, and there are quite a few good yellow daemons. But she deals double damage if they're yellow, and an extra turn if they're a daemon. So she ends up acting as a pretty good daemon counter. Plus, she also has 2 times skull damage to them as well, plus a 50% penetration. So that's pretty much one shot if she ends up doing that. Since, and more often than not, that will be enough damage to one-shot them. So yeah, there's several really hard counters to it, which are some of the things that have kind of prevented them from really ever being really good. Because, for example, there's not like a really hard divine counter. I believe Crimson Bat is the hardest counter to that, mainly because he can do 4 times skull damage to divines very easily. It does 2 times off its first trait and another 2 times off of its final thing. You know what? I might need to start bringing this. I haven't really been using this against 4 times divine teams, but this into some kind of Doom Skull team is going to be really devastating. Like Crimson Bat, a Doom Skull spawner, a mana generator into the skulls, into the Doom Skull spammer, and like 1 other troop could be potentially the strongest counter to divines. Well, this pretty much already is. I don't think there's much else. I think he's only like 1 of 2 things that have Divine Slayer. Azurus used to have it, but he doesn't anymore. They replaced it with that one immunity trait that he has. Oh, never mind. Yeah, it's now currently the only thing with Divine Slayer in the entire game because Azurus doesn't have it anymore. So, because it got replaced with Undying when every undead in the game got Undying. But, yeah, Crimson Bat is the best counter for that. Anyways, did we finish up pets? Yeah, we did. Got our little pet. I think we only have, like, what, 3 copies of it now? Oh, at least it's slightly closer. Once we get it up, hopefully we can find more before Red Guild War Day. I really want to make sure we find all of them by then. Let's see, what do we still not own? Let's just show the unowned ones. So which one of these are particularly good? We're missing Krabby for Blue Guild War Day. We're missing Yellow for Yellow Guild War Day. And other than that... Also, we had this earlier today, like 3 hours before, but I was out at the time. And we had this too, but again, I was not around when that came out. Oh, I want this thing so badly. It's so adorable. But I still don't have it, even though the guild has had it once. But of course, I wasn't around. But yeah, there's only like 2/2.5 that I'm really missing that are good. It's Krabby for Blue Guild War, Griffling for Yellow Guild War, and the only other thing that's even remotely good that we don't have is the one for Dragon Claw bonus, and even that I don't really intend to use much. Urska's I'm never going to use. Darkstone, unless Darkstone gets another good troop, not ever happening. Naga, never happening pretty much. Pride Lands, definitely never happening. Kedar, definitely never happening unless we're running like some kind of weird Fair Shraw team. But then again, that would never happen actually because you can't use 3 Fair Shraws of 4. They have to be unique troops for you to be able to get the bonus. Short Long for Shentang. Shentang does have potential of running a pure kingdom in the future, but based on what it currently has, it's not possible. Minotaur, nope. Of course, Yellow Guild War, Blue Guild War, and Pan's Veil. So yeah, those are the only 2.5 we're missing that are good. Krabby, Griffling, and ever so maybe the Whelp. Mainly because I found it so cute. He's overpowered in appearance. Anyways, okay. But yeah, those are the only 2 real pets that we're missing. Once we get these 2 pets, I technically consider us owning every pet, because most of the rest of them that we don't own currently are irrelevant. But yeah, those are the main 2, and hopefully we get it before Guild War starts. It won't make that big a difference, but that could be a difference between us dying and not dying on a given instance. So, because I believe both of them give durability, either HP or armor as bonus. Because Red Day is attack, Purple Day is magic, and the other 4 is either HP or armor. I forget which one specifically to each, but yeah, it's basically just higher durability. And while that might not seem like much, again, that could be the difference between dying and not dying, which is good. Are you alone in chat? No, you're not all alone. Just not as many people chatting at the moment. Nah, it's chatty today, apparently. Let's see. You had Whelp 4 times yesterday? Oh, wow. I wish I could get it that many times. Actually, I don't need it that many times, but I hope I get it. My guild gets at least 1 more additional time. Because we definitely need to go get that cute little guy. There's a lot of pretty cute ones coming in, too, in the near future. We already know the art for pretty much all of them that they're going to be doing in the next year or 2. I don't know why they already have so many planned ahead. If they seriously are only adding 1 per month, they have almost 2 years of pets planned ahead of time, which seems a bit excessive. I think they might actually end up doing it a little bit quicker than once a month, but we'll have to see. Otherwise, they planned way too far ahead. That, or maybe they'll start doing 1 every 2 weeks or something, but I'm not sure. Because Mythics, they only ever planned ahead, I think, like 3 to 4 months in advance. Because they did the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, and I don't think they did it any further than that when those first came out. But, yeah, pets, if they seriously are 1 per month, they are 2 years planned ahead of time. Which doesn't make much sense, because I don't think there's any of them for any of the new kingdoms other than the new kingdom that's coming out. That means all the other ones for the other year would have none. But then again, I guess there are technically a lot of kingdoms that currently don't have one. There's only 36 pets in the game. There's 32 kingdoms, soon to be 33 this Friday. So a lot of kingdoms don't have a pet, because even if there was a pet for every single one, that would basically almost double the amount of pets in the game. Okay, we'll go and throw a Sunbird down, firebomb it, go from there. If anyone still has any other questions or anything, feel free to leave them in chat and we'll make sure to get around them. Did you say pet rescue days are different days each week? No, I looked at it incorrectly earlier. It is actually Wednesday every single week, from what I can tell and from what people have said and from what we could tell from the game files as well, but also from what we could literally just tell from that thing saying it. I looked at it incorrectly. Oh, of course, it's not showing the correct timer right now because we currently have a pet active. But yes, the whole thing with the pet rescue thingy, it does occur every Wednesday at Wednesday reset time, which is actually the perfect day for them to do it because Wednesday is pretty much dead in the center of the week when almost no one's playing. So that's pretty much the perfect time for them to do it because it's the day that they would want to do it on is the least active day within the game. And they probably know which day is the least active day in the game, so Wednesday probably is. But yeah, the main reason for that is because during those 24 hours, you cannot actually get any additional pets. So it basically prevents you from actually grinding them out. But that might actually benefit some people, because since Wednesday is such a dead day, they might not have anyone grinding in their guild to get pets. So that'll basically give you that one guaranteed pet then when basically no one's even playing. So yeah, pretty nice. But next one isn't really that good. If I'm not mistaken, we're getting another snow bunny, which is near useless. All the ones that give mastery are, hey, tribute, that worked out perfect timing. All of the ones that give extra hero mastery is near useless, unless you're like level 100 or 200 or something. If you're like level 500 plus or even just like 300 plus, hero mastery means very, very little to you. But anyways, also they said they were going to add cosmetic pets. To my understanding, 0 pets are cosmetic. Like fully cosmetic. I guess they kind of ditched that or something, because every single one of these pets do something, which I'm glad they do. I wish none of them were cosmetic, because that seems kind of pointless if they were, because this incentive system isn't really that big to actually go and upgrade them. But yeah, hopefully they all do have a bonus, because there's still a lot of bonuses they haven't covered yet that they easily could be covering. Anyways, where were we? Let's go back to Invasion, because I believe I just finished out raids. Let me just double check. Make sure I double checked the pet. Yep, we did all of it. Actually, we can see it on the first screen. But let me double check that I claimed them all. Good. And double check the dungeon just in case I didn't do the thing. Actually, I might stop buying these soon. Because I'm starting to get to the point where I think I'm going to have enough pet food. That seems to be about the only thing that I was really doing this for. The whole reason I was doing this in the past is I didn't know if they would ever add something to use all these jewels for, like sapphires and stuff. And now we know what it is. It's pet food that they're going to be sinking that into. So now that we know what they're using them for, we can kind of stop grinding them, I guess. So I think after this week, I'll still be doing it every Sunday. But I think all the other 6 days, I will stop buying these. Because there's a lot of stuff I need to be using my gems for. And I don't think it's as worth doing it for those anymore. Also, I have enough diamonds at the moment that... oops, wrong thing. We have enough diamonds at the moment that we are way ahead if we ever need to go craft anything. We have enough to craft 2.5 mythics right now. I mean, not 2.5. 3.5 mythics right now. So yeah, 3 with 2,500 left over. Probably even more if we go and convert all those. We pretty much have 3 and 3/4 mythic just sitting right there that we could have of any mythic in the entire game. So I don't really need to be bothering with getting more of those. That's enough to last us a while. That's actually enough to get almost every other mythic this entire year. Is pretty much how many of those we have, if you assume the rate at which we'll also keep accumulating them over that time, which basically means we could get every other mythic this year. So yeah, I don't think I need more of them. At least not an excessive amount. Anyways, let's go back to Invasion. Keep clearing this out. I think I'm going to switch it to that team as was suggested. But before we do though, let's go claim these rewards. Got a vault key, got a orb here. See what we get from the orb. Hopefully something good. A lot of loots, but let's see what we get from the orb. We got blue earlier, so that was really lucky. Can we get 2 blues in a row? No, we're not going to get that lucky. Unfortunate, but we already used up all of our luck getting our previous blue, I guess. Anyways, to the Invasion. Let's go use the, switch back to our normal team, I guess. We'll go throw this down later, but I think we are just going to initially go into the Mercy and Diviner. And just do it down this way. So put a Mercy there, get a Diviner there, and there we go. Okay, banner's already correct, of course, and that's it. Let's get into the battles. What's a decent 3-trophy PvP team that does not run Infernus? Oh wait, PvP team to run without Infernus. Oh, well that depends. What high rarity, high damage troop do you have to do that with? Because we just have to build a team around whatever that might be. You can use Dragon Soul, Yasmin Chosen, Web Spinner. Let's see, other ones. Christine X, Yagwe, Queen Titania, and I believe there's like 1 or 2 others I didn't mention. But any of those troops I just mentioned, you can pretty much build an entire team just around them. Oh, Great Maul, and probably a few others, but there are about a dozen or so troops in the game that you can essentially just build the entire team around them, and they can solo everything in PvP, and it'll work out quite nicely. Oh, Tesla as well. Of course, double Dwarven Gate Valkyrie Tesla runs through everything. Decent speed. Yeah, it depends what troop you want to do it for, and what you have. Okay, we'll go and throw that down, get our mana. Do we have Mercy for that? No. I don't think we do. Let's take a skull over. If we did, I did not catch it. So we'll go through that over. Yeah, Tesla is absolutely amazing. Definitely not the quickest thing out there, but still pretty competent speed. And once you get it, you run through the entire game. There isn't anything it can't win against. Assuming the game mode allows you to use it, she runs through everything. But of course, in things like raids and evasion, you won't be able to get away with her because most weeks you would not be able to form that team. Actually, pretty much every week you wouldn't be able to. Because there's no kingdom or a typing synergy, unfortunately. They're all from different kingdoms and all different types. But for things like PvP, Guild War days, if you don't mind using triple instead of quads, as well as pet battles and stuff like that, which tend to get hard that allow you to use everything. I would not advise using it for, what is it called? For Bounty Hunter, though. Mainly because you would need some kind of additional support for that, and you'd probably only be able to get away with 2 Bounty Hunter troops. Well, you know what? Maybe that wouldn't be too bad. I think the biggest issue with that is there isn't currently a Bounty Hunter troop that synergizes with her. Maybe if they ever add that, you could go 3 Bounty Hunter with a Tesla. But at this current moment in time, there's no Bounty Hunter composition that allows you to do 3 Bounty Hunter with a Tesla. The best you could do is 2 Bounty Hunter troops with a mana generator for Tesla and then Tesla. But that'd be slightly clunky just compared to using a Yagway, which is much better. Yagway with the Feral Hounds. Is Divine Ishbala in the event key this week? No. The things that are in event key this week are relatively bad. The only things that are noteworthy that are legendary plus are Celastasia, which is near useless. Moloch, which if I'm not mistaken is one of the only mana drains, if not the only mana drain under red. There's very few of them. But that's the only thing he really has going for him. He's pretty outdated even after the buff he got about a year ago. And other than that, the Mythic from the Kingdom, which is Guard's Avatar. But none of those are sought after enough that you would really ever need to go for them. So yeah, I'd pretty much just ignore event keys this week. You'd want to go and save them for next week when you can use them for the New Kingdom. Because next week you'll be able to go use your event keys for, well, the New Kingdom. And that's going to be the best value you'll get out of them for sure. And I would highly advise saving them for that and don't spend any this week. Unless you were really needed those troops for collection purposes, I would not bother. Okay, we'll go and throw that down. The one ever so slight thing to consider, though it's probably not worth spending a lot of them onto, but it is something of consideration. White Helm is the best tribute kingdom in the entire game. So if you did want to throw a very, very, very small amount of event keys and hoping to get to the next star level that gives a better tribute, that wouldn't be a horrible idea. It wouldn't really be that worth it, but if you wanted to, that technically would be okay. Because currently, this will be changed in the future, but based on the current state of the game, basically the only thing that your home kingdom really determines is your tribute. And basically you just put it into whatever kingdom has the best tribute in the game. And that is White Helm, and the reason for this is it's pure glory, and it is a White Helm week. So basically what you could do is, if you were like very, very close to the next power level that's going to be giving you something, these levels are the ones that are tribute related. Are 1-star, 3-star, and in this case only up to 7-star because I don't believe 9-star is possible. So if you're very close to getting 1, 3, or 7 stars on White Helm, it may be worth putting ever so slight small amount of event keys into it just to get that star level. Because again, this is the best tribute kingdom, so it is worth considering just to get that extra little bit of resources coming in because it is pure glory, and we end up getting 60 glory per tribute at a 20% chance, and eventually at a 30% chance if we ever got a high enough power level. I don't believe that's currently possible. Let's see. We would need... oh, I forget how much, once you have this many troops, how much value you get from each troop level. I believe it's only 2 if I'm not mistaken, which means we're still a decent amount away. Wait, is it only 2? Is it really that low? Because it goes from 10. Does it go from 10 to 2? I guess it does. I actually forget off the top of my head. That's pretty bad. But I don't know why they change it. Every single one of these have a value. If I'm not mistaken, it's 10, 25, 50. But for whatever reason, once you have 10 of the troop within the kingdom, it goes to a different value. And I always forget what those values are off the top of my head. Anyways, not that important at the moment. Oh, event stage. Let's go claim our free gems. And head right back to that. Not there. Also, while I'm here, how much longer on the pet? 22 minutes. Well, we'll see if we find another pet. Pretty sure we won't. Or I should say, see if our guild finds another pet, because we'll probably be in Invasion for most of the rest of the stream. And unfortunately, there's a 0% chance of finding a pet in Invasion. But we'll get on the grind later for it. What if you level and trait new glory troop? Wait, what? What if you level and trait new glory troop? Yes, that would work too. Anything within White Helm counts towards your kingdom. Oh, I guess I could do that to see the difference. But I could also just go look up the video. It's not that important to know at the moment. I think it's... I'm almost guaranteed it's 2, though. It's either 2 or 5 that it gets downgraded to. And I'm pretty sure it's 2. Alright, we'll go and move that up. Oh, Techni's already holding a pet? Very nice. Oh, will work out perfectly then. Yeah, he's really been grinding on them. He's been helping us out a lot. What level is he these days? He's actually over level 2000. He's the first person over level 2000. Which is really cool. I'm not sure how close he is to pet completion. My guild itself, I believe, has had 29 unique pets. 29 or 30. But the problem with that is, obviously, not everyone is on 24/7. So even though we've had like 29 or 30 pets unique from the guild, that doesn't mean everyone in the guild has that many, since you would have to have been on during all those times. And they pretty much happen throughout all 24 hours of the day, which makes it so realistically no one really has. Even if any guild has gotten all 36, there might not be a single person within the guild that actually has all 36, simply because of time issues. Let's see. But yeah, that hasn't happened yet, has it? I haven't heard anything on the forum or anything. But I'm pretty sure there would be big word on that once the first person does. But I do not believe anyone is all pets yet. There are people that are like in the 30s, but no one with 100% to my understanding. That will happen this week though. By the end of this week, we will definitely have people reaching 36. We'll probably even reach 36. Maybe even in the next few days. Assuming we got all the uniques. Of course, if we're offline during then that'll be unfortunate. But we'll have to see. You have 7 more to go? Very nice. Yeah, we have 11 more to go. Wait, we've gotten that many? Wow, we've got a lot more uniques than I thought. Wow. I've been missing out on a lot of them then, apparently. If we've gotten that many. Yeah, I'm only at 25, which means I missed, that means I missed 4 pets, if that's the case. Let's see, I missed the dragon. I missed the little sea guy. I don't know what the other 2 were that I missed. Because, well, I was not here when I missed them, so I have little way of knowing. Okay, we'll go and move that over. And, throw that down. Yeah, having at least 10 pets by now is still a pretty competent amount of pets, that's for sure. And it's definitely a good idea to try getting them as quickly as possible. You don't have to go as crazy as we are with them, obviously. But yeah, it is a good idea within the next month, probably by the end of this month, to have every pet in the game, if possible. Mainly because the first pet that you get from each one gives you the biggest benefit. The only 2 exceptions to that, or technically 3, is Lucky, Moon, and Mimic. Because all of them only start at 1% and then go to 5%. Which means they only start with 20% of their full effectiveness. Whereas all the other troops start with 50% of their full effectiveness. Meaning that it's a lot more valuable to actually go and upgrade those. Lucky, not really worth it. The main 2 that people tend to go for is Mimic and Moon, if they are actually going to throw gems at something. With Mimic being the most common. Mainly because the people that can actually afford to throw gems at it are late game players. And late game players don't really need souls, they only need gold. Or not only gold, but of those 3 resources, EXP, gold, and souls, the one they need the most is gold. Okay, we'll go and we'll throw that in there. If anyone still has any other questions, let me know. We'll be around for about another 26 minutes. We're going all the way until Salty's stream. Unfortunately, I do not have a code today, if any of you are waiting out for that. But Salty will have codes for us. And I believe she's also going to be going over some of the new troops that are coming out this Friday. So that'll be pretty cool. We already know they will be ridiculously overpowered. So we'll see how she uses them. Let's see if she can win with overpowered troops. No, they're not really overpowered. Or at least we won't know for sure until it happens. But the meta will be changing to Doomskull the second they come out. Skull Spam will finally become viable again. It's actually been making a comeback for a while, but still, Cast Spam is still better than it at the moment. But that will change starting in like 4 days from now, when Friday hits. Alright, let's go throw a Mercy here. We're almost up to 3 towers, and we're still getting away with this. I can't believe that. I will probably switch into my real team soon, though. We were initially, but this, like as suggested, this actually is going quite a bit quicker than what we were using. So we'll just stick with this. It's starting to get a bit riskier, though, because I have no quick way of killing Valraven. But then again, my other team doesn't really have any quick way of killing Valraven either, I guess. We'll go throw that down. Maybe I should go with Ketris variant. Oh, never mind. Duh, I forgot. We don't have to deal with Valraven soon. I guess up to 3 towers, we might want to have something to go deal with that easily. But I keep forgetting. Once you reach 4 towers, you don't have to deal with Valraven, which is going to be really good for us. Oh, why did I do that? I thought that was a 4 times. Oh no, if he gets away because of that. No. He better not get away from that mistake. I need an extra turn right here. There's a problem. There's no extra turn that I can see. I can't Infernus him. How much damage is Infernus? Okay, I can, but it has to hit him directly. We have a 66% chance this will work. I like those odds, but that's not a 100% chance. Well, we're doing it. Please don't miss. Okay, good. It hit it. That's fine. We got it. All's good. I almost threw the entire battle, or 2 battles in that case. That would have been a gigantic fail. And that was the biggest concern I had with the yellow, because we just instantly give it full yellow if we accidentally mess up anywheres, which is not good. We'll go through this down, get rid of his barrier, do it that way. Now 1 poke will pretty much do it, and down it goes again. I need to help Salty build some decent teams. Well, she has a bunch of people helping her whenever she's on stream, so hopefully they help enough. I sometimes give her suggestions too. Main thing I'll be suggesting to her is, hey, please give me codes. No, I won't be spamming that to her, but I will make a little mention of it. Oh yeah, that reminds me. What are we going to invade Salty with for our, when we go invade her in 24 minutes or 23 whenever she gets up? Maybe 30. Who knows? She could be a little late. Let's see. You have a question. Titania? Oh, Queen Titania. Okay, I read that wrong. Queen Titania, KrissTigger, Dragon Soul, that you know of off the top of your head. Oh, you have Queen Titania, KrissTigger, and Dragon Soul that you know of. Oh, okay. Well, if you're going to build a team then, you could go with just Dragon Soul, KrissTigger then. Or you can go just pure into Queen Titania. Queen Titania team would be Alchemist, Moneylender, Queen Titania, and either a Goblin Rocket in front of her or behind her, or a Yagway in front of her, either or. Depends which one you want to go with. Obviously, the Goblin Rocket's much cheaper. You can also go with a different damage source, or even a second Queen Titania if you own one. Other than that, for the Dragon team, you could pretty much just go... let's see. I assume you don't have any other legendary dragons, if that's what you named off. If you do, you can go KrissTigger, Dragon Soul, Shadow Dragon, and then one other supporting dragon, either a Dragatar or just any of them that you have that will end up helping the team, even Dragonian Monk if you need safety or something. Other than that, if you want to go really budgeted with it, you would go Dragatar, KrissTigger, Dragon Soul, and then the Monk in the back. Or you could use it a little bit further up if you want to like tank in front of your Dragon Soul. But yeah, something along those lines would end up working. Either or. You also don't have to go necessarily go pure Dragon team either. You could end up doing it with either Dragon Guard Hero class and use like a Mountain Crusher, or you can end up going down the route of triple coloring it, like go like Gorgultha, Dragon Soul, KrissTigger. I mean, sorry, Gorgultha, KrissTigger, Dragon Soul with a 4th slot and stuff like that. All work out decently. I haven't used that team for a while. We tried it again like a couple days ago, and I forgot how good it was. I used to use that a lot. It used to be like the main team I used to run back when it was really, really good. It hasn't changed since then, but other things have gotten better than it. But it still works out decently if you lack other options, like some of the mythic combos. But who is helping the people helping Salty? I know, that could be an issue too. Also, I noticed they had a little advertisement for it in-game. I don't know if it's still up there. I noticed that when I was recording the morning video earlier. But it was underneath the thing. Yeah, right over here. Gems of Streaming. Want to watch us play and learn more cool stuff? check out our Twitch stream. We regularly show new content every week. And if you click there, it brings you to the Twitch page for the thing. Actually, let me go click that now so we can go scout out and stalk her page for when she gets up so that we can go invade her. There we go. Okay. Don't play an advertisement. She's not even streaming. Why are you showing me an advertisement? I hate Twitch. Okay, anyways, we'll go to that most of the time. Okay, we'll go and take this, get that. Legendary task. Oh, who completed a legendary task? Hey, we got a legend from it. From a legendary task, we got a legend. Who could have guessed? Unfortunately, that's actually bad whenever we get that, because the way that this drop table works is it runs off of 3 different drop tables. One that is really horrible, one that is like mid-tier, and then one that is really good. The problem is, if you get a legend off the really good drop table, you're not getting any other troop or any other resource that would have been the really good drop. So this could have been like 4 event keys or 5 event keys or something else that's really good, like 500 glory, 600 glory, some kind of ridiculous amount of resource of some kind. But instead we get a useless legend that we don't need. More often than not, it's actually really bad when you get a legend from this for late game guilds. Actually, a lot of the drops in this drop table are really bad these days. The trait stones are bad, the legend drops are bad, and I guess that's mainly it. I guess technically some of the smaller resource drops are bad too, but it's mainly the legendary drops and the trait stone drops are the 2 most annoying ones, because most people this late in the game own every trait stone maxed out to, or everything fully traded with more trait stones than they ever know what to do with. And in the case of legends, most people this late in the game do own every legend, or at least all of the better ones, if not all of them. Did you ever get a mythic from Legendary task? Yes, I actually got 2 in one day. Though I don't believe we've ever gotten another mythic since, but we ended up getting 2 mythics within like 2 hours. They were like back to back, right after each other. But yes, we have gotten 2 mythics. I believe it was, I believe it was Wolf Garrick and Ketris, I want to say. Though I cannot recall off the top of my head what 2 it specifically was. But yeah, we got them like right back to back, same day, within the same few hours. But we've never gotten a single one since. Thought it was like a glitch at first. It was almost like back tasks too. We did 1 task, got a mythic from it. We did another task, and then the following task after that. So basically, a task with mythic, 1 without, and then another task with mythic within like a 2-hour span. It was pretty funny. It was a good day. Anyways, and it's really good too because everyone in your guild guarantee has that whenever that does occur, which is pretty cool. The chance of it's really slim though. I think it's under 1%. Might even be like 0.1%, it feels like. But it's a ridiculously small chance to actually have it occur. I believe we've gone almost a year without getting it or something. It's been ages. Let's see. What is this link of which you post? Wait, why should we spam her with Suna? What is this reference of which you post? Oh, she's going over Suna? Wait, is that next mythic? Is Bright Forest the next mythic? I don't believe that is. Let me see, 1 second. Where is the thread for that? Next mythic is... somewhere's in here. Mythic. No, she's not even the next mythic, so that wouldn't make too much sense to spam her with that. Next mythic, from what I can tell, is... wait. What am I looking at? Yeah, June 1st. Unless I'm looking at this wrong. Let me double check. Nope, it should be June 1st for next mythic. Because we just had one, like, what? We still have one active now! Never mind, what am I saying? We still have the current one active. I forgot about that until Friday reset. So yeah, that makes sense. June 1st for the next one. That's slightly less than 1 month away, but yeah, they do it like about once every month. And yeah, what was he again? 1 second. What was his name? His name is... Oh, I thought they were adding a mythic human. They still don't have a mythic human. Actually, they don't really have any good humans in the game other than like Tesla and like a few other exceptions. Anyways, where does it go? I just had my thing on it and now I can't find it. Where's June 1st? Where'd it go? There it is. They're bringing in an Obastat, however you pronounce that. It's a brown, red, yellow, and it requires mountain and storm trait stones. It's a mythic. It's Divine Rashka. Interesting. And I assume that means it's coming in through Pride Lands. Yes, it is. And it's coming in through Pride Lands. So Pride Lands is finally getting a mythic. It deals magic plus 2 damage to the 2 weakest enemies. Boosted by all ally and enemy attack. Oh, that could have some potential. It's basically like a Tesla. except it's for only 2 targets instead of 4. It's for physical damage instead of true, and it's based on attack instead of armor. Interesting. Oh, could you imagine if they ever added a Tesla for armor? I mean, for HP, I mean. Something that boosts based on all HP within the battle. That would start getting good. Tesla already is, but no, I don't think this thing's going to be too over the top, mainly because it's only a double hit instead of 4 times hit. And it only hits the weakest, so you could definitely overkill them and waste a lot of damage, whereas a Tesla never overkills, because it's split damage. It's impossible for split damage to overkill an enemy. It always does the exact value of whatever will kill them. And his unique trait is all ally Rashkas gain 1 attack and magic at the start of each turn, which in itself is decent, though the problem is there isn't really any good Rashkas that would really benefit from that, because there's barely any good Rashkas. It's basically a dead troop type within the game. Of course, that mythic will help it some, but it's still... it's just trying to buff things that are already useless, so not really going to get that far with it. Human mythic champion of Anu. He doesn't count, he's useless. I said good troops, not champion of Anu. Yeah, I forgot about him, but he's not that good, unfortunately. Very few contexts that he's really ran in, and I wouldn't really advise him. The biggest issue is he has a way too high of a mana cost for what he does, given that he has no board control. A lot of troops are set up that way, though. I think they underestimate how bad it is when a troop has 0 board control whatsoever, because they are bad compared to things that do. Anyways, let's go and I guess do 2 more invasion battles. That's not going to be all of our invasions, but we'll just do that. And then I guess just mess around in PvP, and then by then Salty should be around. Then we'll go invade her. Invasion phrase, new kingdom, soon TM. Doing something like that could work. That's worth considering. Doing something based on the new kingdom, because that is right around the corner. It's this Friday. Sure, we'll go with that, I guess. Oh, I should have casted. But yeah, I guess we'll go with new kingdom, soon TM. I feel like I'm always the one who takes your ideas. Does anyone else have any other ideas for what we should invade Salty with? Also, if anyone has any other questions, let me know. What team am I running for towers? I'm running it right now. Or at least one of them for the earlier towers. But also, the other team that we're running for more budgeted is the new brown-blue troop that came in. The new green-blue weapon that came in, using Priest class. Followed by Divine Ishbala, followed by Infernus. And if you don't have Infernus, replace it with Penglong. And if you don't have Divine Ishbala, unfortunately, she's kind of a core component to this day. But if you didn't have her, you could replace her with Diviner. So it is highly, highly advised to use her if you do have her. And if you don't have the traits for her, go get the traits for her before you bother doing the invasion this week. Because she gives half mana to all Divines, and you're forced to have to use all Divines. So she would automatically give your entire team half mana for the start of the battle. Alright, we'll go throw Infernus in there. And that is indeed enough damage, and I'll take it out. Any idea for late tower battles? Pretty much just keep spamming the Saint guy, and maybe use Mang if you need. You could use the Saint guy, followed by Mang, followed by Mana Generator, followed by another damage source. Or Summoner, either or. Hello, Demon Angel, welcome. 505 Greeds will kill their game. Wait, does he still have that name? No, he doesn't anymore. Tech9 has changed his name to not be that. He did have it earlier. What name is he running with now? We'll go claim that. Click that. Let's see, what name did he change to? Oh, it's just Techie with a heart, with a bunch of Ys. But, hey, he hasn't contributed gold yet. Actually, I don't think I contributed gold yet. Hey, why haven't you contributed gold? Oh, wait. Hold up, let me go do that. Whoops. Forgot about that. There we go. Well, we just completed the entire legendary task on our own. Let's go see what we get from it. And, oh, well, there you see. See what I said earlier when we missed out on getting a big resource because we got the legend? Now we get 750 glory. I would definitely prefer having that over 1 legend. Unless it was a legend we actually need. Though I think there's only like 1 or 2 legends that we need more copies of. One of which is a Yagway. There's very few of them. The chance we'd specifically get it would be very slim. And these resources would generally be better than it. Anyways, that's that. Let's see. What else did I miss? Invade Salty with Tacet is much more handsome with codes. No, I will be mentioning that to her though. But it'll be more casually. I don't want to spam her with something like that. That'd be rude. Because I know she's busy and stuff. Oh, was she available in Soulforge? I did hear someone mention that, though I didn't see it on my version of the game. Was it on PC, or was it only on mobile? Because people were mentioning to me this morning, but I didn't see it when I logged in, that there was like a troop that wasn't supposed to be out that was out. But I didn't see it when I was on earlier. Hey, we got a green dragon in chat. I don't know why that caught my attention. Hey, he actually has the green thing too. They really should add a green hero thingy. I would definitely buy that. If they had like a $10 thing, they have it for a dwarf and they have it for a little bunny thing. But if they added a dragon one, I would totally buy it for $10. Okay, anyways, how much more time on the pet? Didn't someone say someone in my guild has a pet ready in 2 minutes? Well, it's 2 minutes until the thing switches over. If anyone in my guild is holding it for the thing. Anyways, let's go do, I guess, one more invade battle. And then if someone does have a refresh on the pet, we'll be able to go get that then. So let's go do the next invade and then just go from there. So this will be the last invasion then. We'll finish out most rest of them tomorrow and then just do the normal amount. But yeah, we'll spam Salty, or when we invade her, we'll go with, I guess we'll go with New Kingdom soon TM. Go take that down. Go and throw down a, I'll take yellow. Take the purple. Throw the Infernus. Also, and let me know if she starts streaming, by the way. You're never awake at reset? I almost always am, because I end up recording the video thing for it. Because I normally just stay up the entire night, and then record it immediately, and then sleep like all Monday morning. That's pretty much what I do. I normally don't wake up on Mondays till like 2 p.m. at the earliest, just because, that's just how my sleep pattern is for Mondays, because I stay up till like 7 a.m. most of the time, recording the video. Whenever the hour switches back, I can get to bed a little bit earlier. But right now, this event doesn't switch over till 3 a.m., which is a little bit hard to. But once the hour switches back, it's 2 a.m., so that's a bit easier to do. I could always just go to sleep ahead of time, but I don't know. Whenever I do that, I just feel so tired in the morning and then don't feel like recording the video. Whereas if I just do it at night, I might be slightly tired during the video, but I actually feel like recording it. Whereas if I did the other way around, I probably wouldn't. Anyways, that's that. So let's go and restart the game real quick, just in case the pet feels like glitching out and not wanting to give it to us. But yeah, it'll reset in 0 minutes, so yeah, it's a good time to go reset it. So let's close that out, start it back up. You're going with Suna? Sure, spam Salty with whatever you want. Spam Salty with everything day. But yeah, either spammer with Suna or the, Oh, there we go. Wait, did we get another one? 2 seconds. 1 second. 0 seconds. Let me restart again. Fail. Well, the pet has been reset. I've never actually seen it show only seconds before. 26 out of 36 pets. Congrats, 0. Very nice. Yeah, I'll have 26 in a second if this is a new one that we're about to get right now. Assuming my guildmate is throwing it down now. I don't know for sure if they are. Apparently we didn't get one yet. So maybe they might not have gotten the notice. Let's see. Pet is down if anyone is holding... I completely spelled that wrong. Suna? That's pretty funny too. Oh no, should we go with that instead? Because it would make more sense if we're all spamming the same thing. I guess we'll go with that then, instead of the New Kingdom thing. We'll go with Suna. That's pretty funny. Oh, or you're just saying the pronunciation. But I thought, oh, I think we should go with that though. Suna. S-A-U-N-A and that. Yeah, Suna. Let's just spam her with that. Am I actually still pronouncing that wrong? But yeah, go with that. Exactly what Captain just posted when we go and spam her. Let me go copy paste that. Anyways, we'll go with that. We'll go with the Suna. Anyways, Pet, where are you? Let me go do one battle and hopefully that'll bring it up. That or Technize just AFK at the moment or something. So we'll go and clear this out, and then we'll have a pet. We won't be doing that all on stream, though, because Salty's probably starting any minute now. But if anyone still has any other questions, let me know, and we'll go and spam her soon. Oh, wait, where's the pet? Techni, where are you? Get the pet already. Wow, he's been holding it for a while. That was 47 minutes ago. Yeah, he's probably AFK. Okay, we're probably not going to be getting that pet on stream. He's, yeah, he's AFK. Let's just do, I guess, a PvP battle. Just run it through with, oh, not this team. I was going to try using something else, but no, I'm got to go use Divines. At least that's 10% this week and all that, but yeah, there's not too many other things we could really run against this. We can if we wanted to, though it's not really worth going for. Priest, oh, well, we got a treasure gnome. Well, good thing we went to PvP, wow. Well, let's kill it. Bad starting board, though, but nice treasure gnome. Hopefully it has something in it. So we'll throw an Infernus here. Get a Diviner in there. Mercy, then Diviner, I guess. Oh, I could have gotten Diviner on the corner. Okay, we'll go do this on Brown. Do that to get rid of his reds. That kills out. I'll throw that in there. Take the Skull Poke. Throw Infernus. Throw this down. And we'll be good to go. We'll get the Cleanse here just to get that away. Just so we can do our extra turns in case we need it. Throw this down just to get that going. Throw Infernus. Dead. And that's match. Cast. And do we have a pet now? And what do we get from the gnome? The verdict is no pet, but oh, why? Why? We could get more than that if we were using a thing in our team that was giving us 2 times Trait Stones. It doesn't double this, by the way, but we could have gotten more just from doubling this. Why? That's this worst drop. There isn't even a drop that's worse than that. It doesn't even get any lower. Ah, that's horrible. We got a lot of resources from this battle. I think we're only missing was like a map or something. Wait, what's your priest class question? Sorry, what was your question about it? Should you change and do 150 fights and switch to priest class? Or is it okay to stay bard? It's probably okay to stay bard if you're using like 2 or 3 yellows on your team. But if you are using priest class, do make sure to get the fights on it. Because I believe you do need like 100 or 150, like you said, fights on it in order to have it count as a divine. So you do want to make sure you have those wins before you throw it into invasion. Because you will want it to count as a divine if you're running it with divine or Spala. Because the whole point of using it with that class, you don't have to use priest class, but the reason we're using it is because it starts with half mana with the priest and with the full divine team, and it also ends up giving you a slight bonus to your team of armor and HP and stuff from using a pure divine team. It's not really that big a deal, but yeah, you could easily get away with bard if you wanted to go down that route. You wouldn't start with half mana if you did that, but it would give you a lot more stats per turn on all of your yellows, which might be more beneficial to you. Especially once you get past the stage of all of the Val Ravens. But anyways, guys, Salty appears to be up. We're going to be spamming here with Suna with that. We'll go spammer with that. So go invade Salty with that. Also, you could say that's Tacet sent you if you want, but she'll know. She'll know if we sent you. But anyway, she'll have a redeem code. So I might not have one, but she'll have it for you. Anyways, guys, if you still have any other questions, we'll be all on Salty's stream. So if you wanted, like, say, at Tacet while you're on her stream, if you have anything you want to ask me, just let me know. And, of course, just leave it in the comment section if you're watching this after the fact or on any of the videos as you normally would. But anyways, we'll be back tomorrow night. Same thing as always. Hopefully she'll have more codes. If she does give me codes soon, I'll probably have them throughout the week since we didn't get to give one out today. So I'll still be giving it out. Just we'll be at a different time than tonight. Anyways, guys, I'll see you all later. Thank you so much for coming out, and goodbye, everyone. Enjoy the week. And don't forget, this Friday is New Kingdom and Bounty Hunter. So we got a lot to look forward to. Anyways, see you, everyone. Goodbye.